Welcome to Howard's Opinion, folks. I'm your host, Howard, and we're thrilled to have you joining us today. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you, packed with the latest news and analysis from the world of sports. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive right into it. Now, I know many of you are eager to hear about the recent developments in the NFL, and boy, do we have some juicy stuff to discuss. The league meetings have been underway, and some significant rule changes are on the horizon. You've probably heard the buzz about the tush push. Yes, that's a real thing. And the potential tweaks to the playoff seeding and replay expansion. But today, I want to focus on two key changes that'll impact the game in a big way: kickoffs and overtime. The NFL has decided to make the dynamic kickoff a permanent fixture, with some adjustments aimed at increasing the return rate. By moving the touchback line to the 35-yard line, the league hopes to see more excitement on kickoffs, with returns rising to around 60% to 70%. That's a significant shift, folks. And let me tell you, it's about time. The kickoff has become a bit of a snooze fest in recent years, so any change that adds some spark is welcome in my book. Now, about that overtime rule. The NFL has decided to give both teams a chance at possession in regular season overtime, even if the first team scores a touchdown. This change brings the regular season more in line with the postseason format, which I think is a great move. It's only fair that both teams get a shot, especially when the stakes are high. Of course, there are some who might argue that this change could lead to more ties or prolonged overtime periods. But I say, so what? A little extra excitement never hurt anyone. And let's be real, folks, we're talking about the NFL here, the land of drama, controversy, and thrilling finishes. So, there you have it, the latest from the NFL. These changes are sure to shake things up, and we can't wait to see how they play out on the field. We'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and bringing you all the analysis and opinions you need to stay ahead of the game. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. We're diving into the world of sports now, and I've got a fascinating story to share with you all. It seems that the University of New Mexico has made some exciting news by hiring Eric Olin as their new Lobo basketball coach. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who is this guy, and what makes him so special? Well, let me tell you from what I've gathered. Coach Olin has got an impressive track record, and the Lobos are hoping he'll bring some much-needed magic to their team. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, folks. The Lobos have had a bit of a rough patch lately, but with Coach Olin at the helm, there's a renewed sense of optimism in the air. And I've got to say, I love the enthusiasm and energy he's bringing to the table. According to reports, he's already started assembling his team and is working tirelessly to get everything in place for the upcoming season. But what really caught my attention was an article by Rick Wright, where he poses a rather intriguing question. Can Coach Olin live up to the expectations? Wright raises some excellent points, highlighting the challenges that lie ahead for the new coach. It's not going to be an easy ride, folks, but I think that's what makes this story so compelling. As we delve deeper into the world of college basketball, it's clear that Coach Olin has his work cut out for him. The fans are eager to see some real action on the court, and the pressure is mounting. But hey, as they say, pressure makes diamonds, right? So, let's keep a close eye on this one and see how it all unfolds. And speaking of pressure, I've got to say, I'm loving the drama that's unfolding in the world of college sports. It's like a real-life soap opera, folks. The twists, the turns, the victories, and the defeats. It's all so captivating. Okay, maybe I'm getting a bit carried away here, but you get my point. In any case, we'll be keeping a close eye on Coach Olin and the Lobos as they navigate this exciting new chapter. And who knows, maybe we'll even see some thrilling upsets or Cinderella stories emerge. After all, that's what makes sports so darn entertaining, right? Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We've got a lot to dive into as we wrap up today's show, focusing on the latest from the NFL. The 2025 NFL owners' meetings have been making headlines, particularly with the discussion around banning the tush-push maneuver. This tactic, where a player is pushed from behind by a teammate to gain extra yards or score, has been under scrutiny for safety reasons and fairness in play. Interestingly, the Green Bay Packers proposed a ban on this move, gathering support from 16 other teams. However, it seems that not all teams are on the same page. The decision on whether to ban the tush-push has been tabled until the next set of owners' meetings in May. This delay indicates that there's still a lot of debate and negotiation going on behind the scenes. One aspect that caught my attention was the varied responses from different teams and coaches. For instance, Buffalo Bills head coach Sean McDermott expressed concerns over potential health risks associated with the tush-push, advocating for its ban. On the other hand, New York Jets head coach Aaron Glenn seemed more focused on the strategic aspect, stating that his job is to figure out how to stop the play rather than worrying about its legality. This brings us to the Washington Commanders, who have been relatively quiet on the issue. Given their performance last season and the expectations for this year, it's interesting to consider how they might approach the draft, especially with the 29th pick. General Manager Adam Peters has suggested that all options are on the table, including trading down, depending on the value of the players available. This flexibility is a testament to the work done in free agency and the trades made to strengthen their lineup. The Commanders' strategy for the upcoming draft will be closely watched, especially considering they've surrounded quarterback Jaden Daniels with more weapons and protection. The question remains whether they'll use their pick to further bolster their defense, or perhaps look to trade down if the right offer comes along. As we close out today's segment, it's clear that there are many moving parts in the NFL, from rule changes to team strategies for the draft. Each decision has the potential to significantly impact not just individual teams, but the league as a whole. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts.